Hi you guys, welcome to or back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here today. In today's video, I wanted to talk about a topic that I always talk about, I feel like, on my channel, but I wanted to do more of like an updated video on how I cleared my acne. So if you guys don't know like the full backstory, I had pretty bad acne in high school. It was primarily hormonal acne caused by imbalanced hormones, but also the food I was eating was not like the best food to be eating. That also caused acne as well. So it's kind of like a mixture of all things, plus the food that I was eating was not making my gut very happy. So I feel very passionate about this topic, and I'm honestly so grateful for the experience that I had in high school with my skin, because it taught me the incredible power of food and how natural remedies can actually heal our bodies and actually heal the root cause of the problem of a lot of illnesses, acne, all of that stuff. Thank you guys for joining me today, and I just want to give a disclaimer. I'm not a dermatologist or anything like that. I'm just a girl who prioritizes mainly healing her skin with eating the right kind of foods and a lot of natural remedies. If you guys don't know, I'm very passionate about using natural ways to heal your body and heal everything with yourself. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let's get on into it. So let's kind of go on the backstory of everything. So my situation may be different than your situation. Hormone imbalances can be caused by a lot of different things, more than just food, but pretty much my situation, what I learned is that pretty much wasn't eating the best, which was causing hormone disruption and also an unhealthy gut, which did lead to acne. So I pretty much got acne. I like started to form acne like end of 8th grade to pretty much my entire high school year. It got better like senior year, and then finally like freshman year of college it was starting to get better, and then now I'm 22 right now. So yeah, it was definitely a long journey, but I feel like that long journey of me like fully putting the time and effort of healing my hormones definitely solved the root problem. That is one thing I guess I will say, like when you're starting your journey of healing your skin through like natural ways, it does take more time than just taking a pill and seeing it clear up in a few weeks. But yeah, I formed a lot of my acne. It was mainly on my cheeks. I never really got it on my forehead ever. I just got it like on my cheeks really bad. It was very painful. I don't want anyone to go through acne. Like, it's not fun. That I dealt with like pretty much my entire 8th grade to high school years. My face just felt very inflamed and had acne, of course. So fun to deal with. During this whole journey, I have learned so many different things about myself and my body and how I should be treating it, because the biggest thing when you get acne is that that's just an alarm telling you that something's wrong with your body, and like either your hormones are messed up, your gut's unhealthy, or whatever. Any little thing like that your body, like any skin eruptions or anything like that, that is not necessarily saying your skincare is not working. It's more of like what is happening inside your body which causes the acne. So yeah, that was like the biggest thing I learned from getting acne. After high school, I still dealt with like a little bit of like texture on my skin, which was mainly along my chin, which I then realized was like fungal acne type thing. That's kind of like my whole backstory of the acne that I had. To treat the fungal acne was like a little different. I added in some things in my diet that helped with it. I'll talk about those in a minute. And then I had like a little different skincare routine to kind of kill the acne or the fungal acne, because fungal acne grows like with moisture and like something wrong with your gut. I like cut out like moisturizers and all that stuff. I basically like dried out my face in a way, which it wasn't dry like cracking, it just kind of like get rid of the fungal acne and then start fresh. So that is pretty much my history with my face. Pretty much 99% of the time the reason you have acne is because something is wrong with you internally. I will now kind of go into like what has helped clear my skin up, and then I will talk about the skincare I use right now. So I'm gonna go into everything right now that has helped me clear my skin. So the first thing that was my core focus on healing my skin was balancing my hormones and healing my gut. Those are my two things that I was like, okay, that I think is wrong. Something's wrong here. We need to fix it. Those are my two core focuses when deciding how I was gonna heal my skin. It was also my two core focuses because if I did change some stuff and it still wasn't clearing up, then I probably had a different problem. But deciding to focus on my hormones, balancing my hormones and healing my gut, definitely saw a difference when I started doing these things. And it was like a weird thing too, like I kind of knew deep down, like your body has a great way of telling you like what's right or what's wrong or like what's going on. I like didn't really care too much about, oh, I need to change my skincare. It was more, I was like, okay, I think I need to change what I'm eating and like what I'm doing with my body, because I was already pretty much using like semi-natural skincare. So I was like, okay, it's probably not the skincare, it's probably what I'm eating. The first things I'm going to talk about are obviously food, exercise, sleep, and hydration. You're going to hear this a lot, but this is like the base, the starter of how to clear your acne, and all of these things play a massive role in balancing your hormones and supporting your gut health. For food, what you eat directly impacts your skin. I was that girl who had, if she had ice cream, I would break out, or sugar, or didn't get enough sleep, whatever. But I feel like it shows in different ways. Like some people can do that and it doesn't show up as acne, but it could show up as like another issue. But for me, it showed up as acne. So I mainly prioritize nutrient-dense meals. I'm not vegan, I'm not keto, I don't really like follow a diet. My diet is just eating, it's not even a diet. I eat high nutrient-dense meals that are full with animal-based protein, nutrient-dense veggies, things like cabbage, broccoli, asparagus, arugula, cauliflower. I think that's pretty much it. The reason why I pick arugula is I feel like it's a little bit more rich in nutrients than just plain old like lettuce, like I don't know, like the watery like lettuces. I mainly focus on those types of veggies. Try and reduce my carbs as much as I can, like pastas and rice and breads and all of that stuff. I still eat that stuff obviously, but I like eat it in moderation. And then also including healthy fats in my diet. So avocado, olive oils, coconut oils, also grass-fed butter is a good one too. The biggest thing to avoid is anything that's gonna be inflammatory, and then also like seed oils and all that stuff, not good for your skin. So that's kind of like the food I eat. And then for exercise, of course, moving your body is so important, not just for your overall health, but for your skin. Exercise and moving your body helps with balancing your hormones and also detoxifying. And then water, of course, so many people say this, but yeah, drinking enough water. What you're supposed to drink is like half your body weight. I drink way more than that, and especially not plain water. I drink electrolytes, I drink teas, I drink lemon water, and then obviously plain water, like filtered water. I feel like when stuff's in it, like this is tea, you are kind of like doubling up, like you're getting your hydration, but you're also getting like some sort of like vitamin, mineral, nutrients also. And then also getting enough sleep, which it's so good for you. Our body needs that time to rest and repair itself, and going to bed late, waking up early, it messes up our circadian rhythm, which is super important for just our overall well-being and how we function and our hormones and our gut health. Making sure you're getting enough sleep will definitely heal your skin. Moving on, I want to talk about 3 things that help my gut. The first one is apple cider vinegar, water with lemon, and I do this in the morning. You can call it like a shot, a wellness shot, whatever. I put it in like a small 8-ounce mason jar, and I fill it up with water, and then I do a tablespoon-ish of apple cider vinegar. Then I also squeeze a whole or half a lemon. Drinking that will do wonders for your gut, and it also is really good for your digestion and everything like that. When I I notice, because obviously I'm still human, like I still like get a zit here or there, like I start to get a little texture because, you know, I had some fun nights and I didn't get enough sleep, or like I didn't eat the best for the week because I had stuff XYZ going on. I find like once I start to see that stuff happening on my face, I'll go ahead and start having that apple cider vinegar drink, and I can see results within a couple days. My skin starts to calm down and clears up. I feel less bloated. The next one I'm going to talk about is a little morning drink that I make. The main thing that goes in there is bergamot oil, and bergamot oil is really, really good. It's something new that I started to have, and it's really good for collagen production and also gut health. The mixture goes, I have a big mason jar this time, hot water with green tea, raspberry leaf tea, which I take for my period cramps, but it also does good for like balancing hormones and stuff. I was doing a whole lemon juice squeeze, but I started adding bergamot oil instead because it still has like a citrusy taste and it's kind of like lemony, but I add about like 2 tablespoons ish in that drink, and I'll have that in the morning with my breakfast, and I have that every day. And then the last thing I'm going to talk about regarding gut health is probiotics. I've taken probiotic pills in the past, which I feel like did good. I feel like they helped my, you know, gut health and all that stuff. I'm not the biggest fan of taking pills, like vitamin pills, so I started eating sauerkraut instead, and that acts as my probiotic. I have this in the morning with my eggs, or if I don't have it in the morning for whatever reason, I'll have it in a salad for lunch or something like that. So my salad's like arugula, chopped up apples, carrots, I put some cabbage in there. I even slice up like a pickle, and I put sauerkraut, goat milk cheese, and like chicken. Whenever I have sauerkraut, I feel like my gut like just feels so cleansed after. The next thing I'm gonna talk about is having balanced meals, kind of moving into like blood sugar levels. If your blood sugar levels are like super off, that can also disrupt your hormones and cause acne. So I try and have 3 meals a day, so breakfast, lunch, dinner. Within those meals, I have, it's pretty balanced with like the ratio, like protein, fats, and like a little bit of carbs. Eating consistently throughout the day does wonders for balancing your hormones and promotes skin repair. Some of my favorite meats, like proteins, are eggs, beef, salmon. I love salmon. Also chicken. Cutting out processed foods and sugars. When I had acne, wouldn't really pay attention to the ingredients, and I would have a lot of processed food, especially too with the refined sugars. Those are really, really bad for your insulin levels. Cutting it out. I know cutting sugar out can be really hard for some people. Push past pain and you will start to crave not sugar. It's really, really weird. You can definitely change the dynamics in your cravings if you just push past that breaking point. Some things that have helped me are like just doing like alternative things that kind of taste like the sugary treat that you want, but it's better for you. So look up alternative recipes using minimum coconut sugar, but I don't even have that rarely anymore since it is very highly processed. The only pretty much sugars I eat are raw honey. Maple syrup is like a really good sweetener for baking goods. Another thing I'm going to talk about is creating a balanced routine, and this is mainly to help with that stress factor that can cause acne. Creating a balanced daily routine that you go throughout your day creates consistency within your mind and your body. It definitely helped clear my acne. Just creating that balanced routine of this is when I wake up every morning, this is when I do XYZ, this is when I get ready for bed. Just having that constant consistency helped me a lot with my stress levels, therefore helped clear my face up. Within that routine, I'm gonna mention using natural products and avoiding a lot of harsh products. A lot of the chemicals we put on our bodies do disrupt our hormone balance. When I cut out a lot of the harsh chemicals, mainly like beauty care products, a complete transformation of how my skin felt and my face and everything like that. I'm gonna talk about exercise, which is, you might think, a little weird because this is like a skincare video or a how I cleared my skin video. Exercise plays a huge role in balancing those hormones and gut health and all that. Especially, I'm gonna talk about weight training. Strength training, especially with lifting weights, has been amazing for me, and I've seen so much progress within like just myself and my strength and everything. Weightlifting is great for reducing stress, plus the toned muscle and, you know, body confidence in general is just overall amazing for your mental health. That kind of touches back on the building a balanced routine. I feel like when I incorporate weight training, pretty much every time I go to the gym, I'm building that routine. I'm pushing my body just a little bit, but that little bit of fatigue on my muscles just is so good for everything. I'm gonna also mention sauna, because once I started doing the sauna, my skin healed really, really well, because it's a natural way of detoxifying your whole body, because you're sweating out all the toxins that go in our body. And even if you are eating super clean, we have so many toxins around just our environment. I don't know, the dry heat of the sauna, it's really good for your skin. I do it roughly 3 times a week. I do it for like 15 minutes. And the last thing I'm gonna talk about is cutting out makeup completely and not kind of like thinking about your acne, and don't pick at your skin. The makeup was like really irritating for my face, which caused me to break out a lot. Also, the makeup, a lot of it that's on the market is really not good for putting on your skin. There's a lot of chemicals in there and it's just not good. So just gave my skin the breather time it needed to heal and not have like things on top of it clogging the pores, and not allowing that time for my skin to actually repair itself. Obviously, if you're not wearing makeup, your acne is gonna show more. That's okay. One thing that I wish I did less was fixate on it. The one thing that I would do is pick at my skin, because I thought that would heal it. It actually makes the repair time way longer. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about the skincare that I use. It's all from one brand. It's not sponsored at all. I genuinely love these products and I'm gonna share them with you right now. So the first thing that I do not have is a face wash. I don't use like a face wash at all. The only thing I'll do is rinse off my face with either like cold or warm water in the morning and at night before I put all this stuff on my skin. If I really feel like I need like a good scrub, like sometimes you feel like you just need a good scrub, I will douse a washcloth, a clean washcloth, in really hot water under my sink. I'll wring it out and I'll put it on my skin and I'll let it sit there for a little bit, and then I'll start to gently like in the like crevice of my nose, like right here, like outwards and down, you'll start to see all of this dead skin come off your face, and just like any residue that's on your skin. That feels so amazing and it exfoliates your skin really well. I have one exfoliator too that I'll just mention right now, but I feel like I rarely use this because the washcloth is perfectly fine for me. If I really need like a good cleansing or a good like scrub, especially after like having sunblock on my face, I'll use this. Is the Bamboo Earth face polish. It is a powder, so you have to like get your hands kind of wet and just wash your face with that. So that's like a exfoliator I use. I don't use it again quite often, but when I do, this is the exfoliator I use. After I go in with the washcloth or the exfoliator, whatever, I will go in with a toner. I don't use this every single day. I'll just tone like every once in a while. This is from Bamboo Earth. They only have one toner and it's a rosemary toner with apple cider vinegar. I know I talked about apple cider vinegar like taking it internally, but before I found this, I would make my own toner with water and apple cider vinegar and I would spray it on my face, and that honestly helps so much with your skin texture. After I tone, or if I skip the toner, I'll go to the face mist. They only have one face mist, but this stuff is deeply calms, rejuvenates, and hydrates your skin. I love this stuff, and this also helps with the moisturizer I'm going to talk about. I only use this at night if anything, but this is the Bamboo Earth Cactus Concentrate. This stuff is really good, really expensive, so that's why I don't use it all the time. I love this stuff. This stuff has completely transformed my skin texture. I'll do like a pea size if anything. It melts into your, it's like a gel almost, and it melts like when you rub it. When you do the face mist, your skin's a little bit damp. It helps spread it a little nicer. The last thing, which I'll just mention, but it's just like lip balm. It's from the brand Pretty Farm Girl. I've talked about this brand a lot on my channel, but it's just a tallow vanilla bean lip balm, so it's always good to have moisturized lips. So along the theme of natural skincare, I like to use a natural sunblock. This is by the brand Sky and Soul. It is their face and body sunscreen, and it's tallow based, so I try and use tallow as much as I can. I love tallow as like body butter. This is a zinc oxide. I only use this if I'm like gonna be out in the sun that's super harsh, like surfing or going to the beach. I was also using a stick sunscreen or sunblock for my face specifically before I got this by the brand Cinnamon. They have a really good sunblock too. I just ran out of it and I never repurchased it because I got this one. If you're looking for like a stick version, I would recommend the Cinnamon sunblock. Or cinnamon, I don't know what it's called. I'll have everything linked down below. Those are the sunblocks that I use when I do use sunscreen. So that was everything I wanted to talk about how I cleared my acne. And if you're going through having acne, just know everything will get better, and try not to fixate on your face, even though I know that can be really hard, but just know you're beautiful inside and out regardless if you have acne. These were things that helped me clear my hormonal acne, and I hope this helps at least one of you guys. Let me know in the comments below a tip that helped, or a wellness tip that has helped you. I want you to share it down below so like we can just create this massive help for everybody. And just remember that it's all about balance and being patient with yourself. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!